Yeah, hi Gopi.
Yeah, hi Susmita.
Yeah, okay. So just open your VS Code.
Yeah, sure. Let me share my screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it visible?
Now, yeah, it is visible now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Now open VS Code and open the certification portal project.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, yes, okay, let me use this.
So this
Yeah,
is the project you have done, right?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay, is it visible?
Yeah, yeah, now it is visible. Okay.
Yeah, okay, sure.
So you have created a backend folder and front end folder and some files into that folder. So why don't you
Yeah,
write all the code in one folder only? Why you just mention just
yeah, which is
backend?
security purpose. It is to maintain the security and scalability. So front end and back end, which is makes we going to confuse. So front end is separate and back end is separate to maintain the scalability and security.
Yeah, okay. So what code you have written in the backend and what type of code you have written in front end?
Yeah, backend. Okay, backend I built a logic using the REST APIs of Fast API system. Front end, which is the right is the user interfaces, UI interfaces that are in the Streamlit functions.
Yeah, okay. So just yeah, can you just explain me the architecture of this project?
Yeah, okay. I follow the client server architecture where Streamlit is the front end and the
O-
Fast API is the back end. So communicating through the REST APIs.
Okay.
So user can be give a request in the front end, which is the Streamlit front end folder, and taken is the server to the REST APIs using give the output in the front end to the user. So client server architecture it is.
Okay. So you said you have used Fast API. So what is the use of Fast
Yeah,
API?
yes. Yeah, okay. Fast API it is lightweight and support the async operations and the automatic validations and provides the built-in Swagger documents like user input. So when we run the server, we can go the docs and we can see the checkpoints like put and get method.
Okay. So I have a
So it
doubt.
is Swagger available. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. So you have written some kind of code in backend and you have written some kind of code in front end. So all these
Yeah,
for only one project only. So how can
yes.
backend and front end can communicate?
Yeah, okay. Back and front end, we connect the files through the REST API server to the
Okay.
Streamlit and Fast API servers.
Okay. Uh, next. So what are the endpoints you have written?
Yeah, I've written in endpoints. One is delete and put and yeah, update, which is the Fast API endpoints.
Okay. So can you just explain the flow chart, like how the output can be visible? So can you just explain overall output, how we can get that output? How it will look like?
Yeah, okay. First, user can go to the login portal using the mail of his credentials, mail and password.
Okay.
Like, or can I show you run the program?
Okay. So you have taken auth.py file. So what is there in auth.py? How can you implemented it in your project?
Yeah, mainly order.py, which is the authentications of the file. We are going to the backend server to support the user logins mainly.
Okay.
So That user logins mainly are used in the authentication file JWT authentication, which is provide the token and secret passkey to maintain the section from the front end. Okay,
Okay.
and which is mainly used JSDW authentication to prove the
So
authentication to use the
he,
secure.
yeah, okay. So here, why you are using hashing? So instead, we can use normal plain text now. Then why you have used
Yeah, okay.
hashing? What is the use of it?
Yeah, hashing can hide the actual password when we user can get into the backend source code or anyone to third party to access our data through the unwanted unnecessary web servers or some virus. So hashing can implement the password into 18 text, different types of 18 text characters. So user if you log into our anyone third party can log into our server cannot find the password, actual password. Plain test, if you use plain test, it is actually show the our backend server source code through the password. So when the user credentials are kept in the secret, I think.
So you said you have used JWT tokens. So why you
Yes.
use the JWT tokens? What are those?
Yeah, okay. Mainly JW provide three different features. One is secret key, and it can generate the, and another one is generate the token.
Okay.
So another one is the here mainly వచ్చేసరికి state authentication, and on here we are going to why we use JWT, which is stateless authentication. It
Okay.
means the server does not store section states and all user information is inside the token. And this makes the system faster and I think it is scalable also. So
Okay.
JWT is also provide the better performance, like no database lookup and need in the every request. So tokens are verified using the secret key and ideal for API like in your certification like our certification portal. And it is also JWT, it is more secure than the hash because it is JWT is dignified and the digitally signed. And if someone modifies the token, it becomes invalid. Like it is preventing the tampering. So and also and JWT is easy front end and back end communication. Token is sent to HTTP header side like all in the authentication barrier works well with Streamlit fast APIs. And JW also it is a role-based access. JWT can store user role and admin and user. So backend checks the role before the allowing access. It is perfect for admin versus and candidate separation. And another it is a no server memory usage. Like unlike sections and JWT does not consume helps when the many users take the exams simultaneously.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what happens if we given any invalid tokens?
Yeah, if given invalid tokens, it is invalid. It quits server. So user can start from the login section.
Okay. So what type of database you have used for your project?
Yeah, here we used PostgreSQL.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. So,
Yeah,
so can you please open this email utils.py file?
yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay. So what is the purpose of this file? What is there in this?
Yeah, here, yeah. Mainly these email utils files. Here we are going to write the code, which is the using of emails when the admin can assign the exam through the email. So directly it is triggered to the user email who gonna write the exam. Like user can login details to share the that mail.
Okay. So what is this LLM.py file?
Where is LLM not more? So nothing. It is the server connection of JSON files to the Postman using.
Yeah, okay. So, can you explain me what are the commands you have used to run the project? Like,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. Okay, sure. Let me be. So if I want to run the program, so I have to create the virtual environment first.
okay.
Because virtual environment can isolate the when we are running, it is isolate the from the other files. Previously, we had done other projects, so it is the isolate from that project to mixing the garbage errors. So it is starting from these files also. So that's why we are going to create the virtual environment. So Python minus one env env env. So my
Just tell
so
me, it's enough. No need to
yeah
write it.
yeah okay.
Yeah.
My VS Code is slow, so I'm going to buy the watch. So next, after we are creating the virtual environment, we are virtual environment. So using the activate keyword. After that, we are going to run the main backend file. First, we are going to run the backend file. Next, we are going to run the frontend file. We have to run the backend file. We are going to use Unicorn server, which is Unicorn run server where we have to use.
Okay.
Then, if you want to run the front-end file, we have to use Streamlit keyword to run the Streamlit file.
So, if I run only the Streamlit without UECon, can I get the output?
Yeah, you can get the user interface Streamlit, but it doesn't connect to backend directly.
Yeah, okay.
You can get only user interfaces. Backend does not connect.
Okay. Yeah, okay, Gopi, thank you. Good. You have a
Yeah,
good understanding of the project.
yeah,
Yeah, okay, that's all from my side. Thank you.
yeah. Thank you.